Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there, staying safe. Haven't hit like or subscribe? Please do so. Really appreciate your support. And have prizes for subscribers just to say thank you. Actually, have a prize vlog going on right now, which we published on December 24th. Make sure you check that one out. And you can enter all the way up until January 1st, 3 p.m. So let's talk about the big winners of the MLB offseason so far. That's right, 3 teams that went above and beyond, maybe didn't spend the most, but certainly made the right moves to improve their ball club. And big disclaimer up front, the New York Mets are not on this list. Just because you can go out and spend doesn't mean that you spend right. And we'll do a separate vlog about that down the road. But let's talk about the 3 big winners so far, and we'll get right off the hop here with number 1, maybe not number 1, but one of the 3, the New York Yankees. That's right, the Yankees made 2 huge moves this year and 2 big signings that certainly will improve their team, certainly in the short term, maybe not in the long term with the length of their contracts. And number 1 being the big news of the offseason, nobody else but MVP Aaron Judge, now captain. That's right, they went out and signed that huge $300+ million deal with him. And for the short term, this certainly will pay off, especially if Aaron Judge is anywhere near the Aaron Judge from 2022. And the New York Yankees did not stop there. They went out and added one of the biggest arms on the market. And if you were going to spend on an arm, maybe this was the arm to spend on. Nobody else but Carlos Rodon, and coupling him with Garrett Cole is certainly going to be one of the most deadly 1-2 punches in all of baseball. Knock on wood, I guess, for Yankees fans, as long as health stands up. And that'll be the big question with the Yankees, as always. Even with these huge moves, will it pay off in health and durability? Time will tell, but nonetheless, those Yankees should suspect to be even better next year. Number 2 on my list goes to the Philadelphia Phillies. That's right. They made some impressive moves. They got Taijuan Walker signed to beef up their starting rotation. As long as he stays healthy, I know that seems to be a drum I keep beating. It's certainly going to be an improvement for the Phillies rotation. Couple that with who I consider to be the most premier free agent on the market this season. They got Trey Turner. This guy is a difference maker in the clubhouse, and coupling him with Bryce Harper, Schwarber is going to be a deadly combo over there in Philadelphia. I'm excited to see what type of impact they will have. And Philadelphia Phillies, I know the National League is tough. They're going to be one of those tough teams again next year, and certainly a team that I suspect will go deep into the playoffs. And finishing off the list for the top 3 this year, I'm happy to say it's my Toronto Blue Jays. In fact, the Blue Jays could be the actual top winners of the offseason, in my opinion. I know I might be a bit biased, but they made all the moves they needed to address every deficiency they had in 2022, and in doing so, didn't couple themselves to huge contracts that were player friendly. They gave away some of their prospects, but didn't empty out the cupboards so they can still remain competitive in their farm system. So kudos to the Jays. They started off with trading away Teoscar Hernandez for Eric Swanson. And I know fans were a little bit upset as soon as that happened. Doing this will allow them to move George Springer to the corner. And in getting Swanson, he is a huge arm for the Jays bullpen. In fact, adding Swanson and I suspect Nate Pearson, those 2 big arms already with the additions of Anthony Bass and the bullpen from last year, Jays bullpen could be quite good, just like Ross Atkins said. And the Jays weren't done there yet. They signed Kevin Kiermaier to that 1-year, $9 million deal. Maybe a little bit high, but certainly one of the best, if not the best defender in all of baseball for center field. Then they go and they finally trade away one of their catchers to get a Dalton Varsho, one of the best defenders, a lefty bat like Kiermaier, and somebody who could give us definite power and years of control. The Jays didn't stop there. They also went out and they signed Chris Bassett to a team-friendly contract, only 3 years, maybe a little bit of an overpay there. But if you were looking for a starter who could be a number 3 or number 4 in your rotation, this guy was one of the best ones on the market. I know there's questions with Kikuchi and White. I'm sure the Jays will address that if it gets off to a rocky start via trade come mid-season. But nonetheless, the Jays are going to be a quite better team come 2023, knock on wood. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think they were the 3 winners? Should I put the Mets there? Padres? Always appreciate to hear what you have to say in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And most importantly, I hope everybody stays safe and we'll ramble on soon. Take care, guys.